How's it going, guys? My name is Ishaan and welcome to the 5-minute series where we take a stock and break down its full technical analysis and exact strategies to profit off the stock, along with massive news that you need to know. So today we're going to be covering good old Sndl stock and the huge news that broke out. This is a stock I called last week and told you guys would absolutely explode, and since that video the stock is up 35%. So congrats to anyone who bought the stock from last week's video. And with that being said, let's get to it. Alright, so jumping into the technicals of Sndl stock in this hourly chart, we can see that the stock has broken above this resistance level right here at $1.45, and now it's forming higher highs and higher lows, essentially showing the massive strength of the buyers as they're now able to continuously keep pushing the stock higher and higher. Along with that, we've broken above this $1.58 resistance level where the stock was facing resistance back over here, and we also got a MACD cross right over here with the red MACD line crossing above the green signal line. That shows that the momentum is also still in favor of the bulls, so overall I'm still liking the setup and things are still looking very bullish. And then also again, we just got major volume stepping up today. We got a lot of major news that we'll talk about in a moment, and earnings are coming up, so it's great to see buyers and sellers, both sides, returning, because you want to see healthy volume in any stock you trade. And then in general, if you just take a look at the candle on the daily chart that formed today, it's just a massive green candle. I mean, back over here we formed 2 consecutive dragonfly dojis, and after the formation I told you guys that it was looking very likely we get a massive move higher, and so we got that move. And now with this candle, it just seems like the move is only going to continue and grow from here, just based on how strong the price action has been. So now that you get a rough understanding of the technicals, let's talk about my price target and the exact strategies to profit off of them. So first of all, the stock is going to be facing resistance at this $1.70 level. As you can see right over here, the stock peaked out at $1.70. We formed a double top over here at $1.70. So the stock is definitely going to face resistance at $1.70. And so if we break above $1.70, expect a really big squeeze. If we break above $1.70, I will personally also be buying into that breakout, and then I could then see the stock heading up to $1.80, and above $1.80 the stock could then head all the way up to about $2, where it had previous level of support right over here, where the stock would then face resistance. Now if the stock ends up dropping lower, which is totally possible, I would be looking for the stock to find support around this $1.46 level, which was previous level of resistance. So if we hold this $1.48 level and start bouncing from there, I would also be adding there. If the stock broke below $1.40, then I'd be looking for the stock to find support down here at $1.34, where we were bouncing in this general area. And now let's talk about the massive news that came out today, and some huge things to be expecting from Sndl's earnings. So the first thing that I want to talk about is Sndl's massive cash pile. So they raised $74.5 million in early February, then announced that they had $610 million in unrestricted cash on their balance sheet, and an additional $89 million worth of warrants were exercised just a few weeks later. And so this gives them roughly $700 million to go shopping. And so this is actually much bigger than you think. Not only does this strengthen the balance sheet and ensure that their business has more longevity and they survive through any debts or anything, but they can now use this cash to work and actually begin making a return on it. Because as you can see today, what was announced, they formed a joint venture, 50-50 joint venture with SAF Opportunities. Essentially is that Sunstream JV could include a Canadian SPAC company. So first of all, they're going to pursue an initial mandate to create a SPAC fund with commitments from third-party partners, and Sundial is already making an initial commitment of $100 million. So they're using their cash to now find other opportunities to invest in this whole MJ market. And this is why I and a lot of other people believe that Sundial could actually be announcing a massive merger on their upcoming earnings, and so that is something huge to be watching for, because you got to remember, as I mentioned, the company now has like $700 million in cash. This gives them the opportunity to expand and really focus on marketing, and if the US does legalize MJ, they can really branch off into America. But apart from that, they now have the cash to maybe acquire smaller companies or go through a merger to become a much bigger powerhouse. And just based on the recent news that was announced, it really seems like the company is focused on this expansion and looking for new opportunities. news. So I'm very excited by this news, and I'm definitely going to be watching for in their earnings if they announce a merger, because if that does happen, you guys can expect a massive move. One big risk though is obviously dilution, guys. Dilution. You gotta remember, this company has a history of diluting shareholders, because if they continue this way, which I personally don't think they will, but if they do, that will just continue to make your shares worth less than they actually are. So we're also gonna have to see what their future plans are in terms of raising more capital. So guys, if you want to learn technical analysis, be sure to check out the Sndl Trader Academy, link down below. It's going through a massive sale right now, which will end at the end of this month, because the course is getting a huge update. So if you want to get access now so that you can become a more profitable trader, be sure to check it out down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy, clocking out for now. Peace.